What's going on, zombie fans? UnrealEntGaming here today, bringing you some news, information, updates, and predictions surrounding World War Z 2. Now, for those of you out there who don't know, the World War Z movie was actually based on the novel World War Z, and judging based on its performance in the box office, the movie did relatively well. But here's the thing, World War Z 2 is confirmed. They are making the film. We don't know its release date yet. I'm actually predicting that the movie is going to come out roughly around 2016. I don't really see why they would push it any further to 2017, 2018, or beyond that, because really it wouldn't make any sense. You know, World War Z came out in 2013, and I don't see why 2015/16 would not be a good release date. But nonetheless, I feel like the next movie should embody everything that the first movie did not have. Now, I, for one, especially going into a zombie film, expect to see a lot of blood, guts, gore, violence, survival, desperation, because that's what the zombie survival genre incorporates. You know, that's what it embodies. You know, you think of a reanimated corpse trying to come after you and kill you, you know, it's not really going to be, you know, fun and flowers, you know what I mean? The one problem that I had with World War Z was the fact that it was rated PG-13, especially given the fact that the zombies were able to run, sprint, do all sorts of stuff, and it was pretty cool. I thought the zombies were really cool in World War Z, although I felt like they should have showcased more violence. There was one specific scene where I saw one zombie in the beginning bite one of the guys that Brad Pitt was looking at, and as Brad Pitt was looking at him, the zombie pretty much just bit him and walked away. That was pretty much it, and the guy had about, what, 12 to 14 seconds until he pretty much turned himself into a zombie, and that was really disappointing, because when you think of zombie films, especially going back to you know, classics from George A. Romero and whatnot, zombies eat people. They don't just bite you and walk away, you know, they eat you. They're gonna, you know, consume you. So for World War Z 2, I really hope that they're going to push for the rated R mark. I don't see why they wouldn't, although it would appeal to the younger audience, and that's what Hollywood wants these days. They don't really care about if you like the film or not. They just care about if they can make money off of it, you know? And it's quite sad to see that at times, because some of our favorite films, although we disagree with the rating, because ratings do have an effect, you know. The higher the rating, the lower the rating, you know, the more you'll get, the less you'll get. You know, if it's PG-13, you won't get as much as you'll get from a rated R film, and vice versa. So, for the next World War Z film, I really do hope that they push for the survival aspect. Now, they definitely capitalize that in World War Z, but not as much as you would think, you know. You saw the whole world just plummet into its own demise, but for me personally, I wanted to see more from that. Now, Brad Pitt will be returning for World War Z 2, and there will be a new director and a new writer, because the old director pretty much got fed up. World War Z, the first movie, was redone so many times because they had so many problems and whatnot. The CGI was good, except I feel like they should have just showcased more. The zombies were great. You know, what's more terrifying than having these hungry, you know, reanimated corpses just come after you, craving for your flesh? That's freaking horrifying, you know. Some people might say, oh, well, it's stupid to have them run. I mean, if you think about it, what's more terrifying, having a zombie walk towards you and its ambition is to eat you, or having a zombie run at you and its ambition is to eat you? You know, I mean, what's more terrifying, having a zombie walk towards you or run at you? You know what I mean? So having that embodied, I do believe that World War Z 2 will be better than the first movie, of course. Although the ending of World War Z was, I really did not like that. I felt like it was too cliche, and I felt like it was rushed in a sense, you know. Going back, I think World War Z 2 needs to learn from classic movies such as 28 Days Later and the, you know, the remake of Dawn of the Dead, because they embodied what a zombie movie should actually be like. You know, don't copy movies like Resident Evil, because those were done terribly. Don't copy other films as well. You know, if you're gonna take something off a film, learn from it and see what they did right, and just use that for your film. Now, I believe that in the second film they should definitely showcase more of other countries. They pretty much spoke a lot about Russia and how Russia was like a black hole, because, you know, all of the zombies were pretty much there, and how the epicenter was supposedly started in Russia and whatnot. I mean, I think they should have showcased more from that. Showcase China, showcase, you know, Japan and Russia and India, because those are heavily populated areas. And can you imagine what it would be like to see, like, you know, the entire, you know, nation of China being engulfed with zombies and stuff? I mean, we're talking billions of people just eating each other. You know, it's crazy. I feel like character development is another thing. Brad Pitt was definitely lacking in some, you know, departments, because I felt like he didn't express himself as much. You know, when you're involved in a zombie apocalypse, you know, as an audience member, what do you expect to see? You want to see an apocalypse. I mean, it's normal, it's casual, you know. When you think of zombie apocalypse, you don't want to think of kung fu fighting and, you know, all this action-packed stuff. When you think of zombie apocalypse, you think of, oh shit, I need to get food, I need to get transportation, I need to save people, and I need to get the F out of here. If I'm not going anywhere, I need to secure I need to secure my area and make sure that I don't get eaten alive, you know what I mean? So for World War Z 2, it's a confirmation for sure. I'm pretty sure Brad Pitt's going to be in it along with, you know, his wife and kids that were featured in the first film. As for other characters, we don't really know yet. Of course, we don't really know the origins of the actual virus itself. Although we did get a little, I mean, we got little hints and you know, clues here and there in the first film, but they never really executed the full story on where this thing came from, how it came to be. You know, what happened? You know, in 28 Days Later, you understood that the scientists were testing stuff on monkeys. You know, there was an accident, the monkey slipped, you know, pretty much bashed the freaking scientist's face in. The scientists, you know, therefore had the virus within them, and it just spread on from there, you know. Same thing with Dawn of the Dead. You know, you didn't really know the origin of the virus, but you knew that once the zombies were to eat you, you would come back eventually. So, for World War Z 2, I really do predict that the movie will come out in 2016. As opposed to zombies, of course, I really want to see more of the zombies. You know, I mean, it's terrifying enough having a vision of all of these, you know, creatures just come after you. I mean, like, what would be the first thing you would do? You know, they told a great story in the beginning with Brad Pitt looking for, you know, asthma pumps and medicine for his family in the beginning, because they showcased a lot of the desperation scenarios where everybody was like clinging on to food and shelter and whatnot. It told an amazing story. Now, for the second film, I think that they should focus more on just, you know, securing their area, so to say, because, I mean, in the first film, they were running around everywhere from country to country, nation to nation, and I feel like in the next film, they should do it to where Brad Pitt goes to Russia, he finds out what's going on, and pretty much everybody just tells him, like, hey, man, this is it. There is no cure. The only way out of this is to just stay alive and just hope the corpses all collapse with, you know, due to starvation. So, I think they should definitely try to hold it off. Although a lot of you guys may have different scenarios and different stories, I want to hear your thoughts on the next film and how exactly would you guys tell the story. That's why I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below on how exactly you guys would tell the story. But for me personally, it would go either way, because, I mean, the franchise is still so fresh, and I guess we can all agree that the zombie franchise as of late hasn't been doing so good because they've been lacking in movies and games and stuff like that. It's actually quite sad to see, and I'm a huge zombie fan, but World War Z 2 does have a chance to redeem itself and pretty much solidify itself as being one of the greats, as long as they pretty much follow the formula, you know, as long as they make the movie a little longer too, because I felt like World War Z was very short. You know, most of these movies that come out today do feel a lot shorter for some reason, and I really hope that that's not the case for the next film, because if the movie becomes shorter, you know, during its second go around, I really hope that, you know, that's not the case, because it's really going to take away from the story, because you need more time to establish a story and a scenario and stuff like that. So for me personally, I think that would be great. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What did you guys like and hate about the first film? What would you guys change in the second film? If you guys had to pick your little all-star cast, how exactly would you guys set up for the next film? What would be your backstory for World War Z 2? Just let me know, guys. Thank you all for watching, everybody. My name is UnrealEntGaming. If you guys are zombie fans, World War Z fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest World War Z news, information, updates, and tons of more content, guys. More videos are headed your way. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit it up with a like and a favorite. Personally, for me, I really do hope that this film actually does a very great job of being different and just, you know, revamping the zombie franchise, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. So thank you all for watching, everybody. God bless, and I'll be seeing you all later. Take care, everybody. Peace.